Hi, this is Sonja Nicole of IIKDS. I was having a conversation with someone not long ago about how do you know when you're under a spiritual attack. A lot of people sometimes think that they're under a spiritual attack, and they're really not. So it's like what's happening that leads you to believe that that's what's going on? Or are you just paranoid because of the people that you know? Sometimes people are a little bit scared or, I don't know, uncomfortable when they're around people who practice indigenous cultures. You can pretty much judge the character of the person, based on your dealings with that person. And, this is not something that is, that someone just wants to walk around just, doing to people just because, they don't like you, even though there are people who do that. But those people do, suffer a lot of consequences for their actions, So most people, they may use what they know as a means of protection, and which makes sense, of course. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When it comes to a spiritual attack, are you having like recurrent nightmares and things of that nature? Then it's possible that it could be a spiritual attack. Some people think that, it's just, things just maybe seem off, or, things are not going the way that they want them to go. And, maybe those people, sometimes they know that they've done a lot of wrong, to people. And they're assuming that, someone, somewhere had maybe done something to them. But what it is, actually is their karma. They're just reaping what they sow, because when you put a certain energy out there, you're going to get that back. You basically let the universe know what it is that you want, by your deeds and your actions. So when you put out things and you know that it's been, negative things or things based off of your emotions, no one actually did anything to you, but you're emotional and you feel like, sort of a victim or something of that nature, then, things can happen because you attract that to you. And it doesn't mean that someone, put roots on you or put something on you. It's ridiculous to hear that and to see the way that people carry on with that. I mean, these are people that it's like, wow, if they had, spiritual tools themselves, they'd be out of control, So it's really easy to figure that out when something like that is going on. It's like what's going on in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. It's not always when you have a dream, and if there is a attack or something in a dream, you're fighting or someone's doing something to you, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's that same person that you see in your dream. Okay, sometimes you have to like interpret these things. It's not always going to be that way, unless, I mean, it's possible, I guess, if it's in some cases it could be very possible. But definitely your spirits will let you know, and they'll come to you in your dreams, and it will feel like just so real, and that's what happens. It'll just do that, come to you to put you on point, and it'll feel very real. I just wanted to share that with you, and that's it. Peace. I'm out.